May everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there just a loose cord?
Okay, that's good. All right, we're back. We're back.
Are we back? We all good?
We're back. We had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry. We're
apologize
going to
for it.
actually create like a poster one that we can hold up. So
It says technical difficulties. And we'll
Please
let you
stand
guys
by.
know. Yeah.
And then he's going to create a nice little power.
Yeah, I'll make a little nice
Slide.
slide for it.
Make it like retro, like 60s
Old
or something.
looking. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
So, sporting events tonight. We have girls basketball at Akron East. It's at Akron East. It's a varsity-only event, and it is at 5:30, so good luck to the Lady Magics tonight. What are we having for lunch today?
Tyson chicken tenders with dip, whole grain garlic toast, colossal crisp fries, crispy carrot sticks, and chilled peaches.
Okay.
It's a good lunch.
And on occasion, we make some mistakes of reading the wrong menus,
Yeah,
and that was
I read
Friday.
the wrong one Friday. I
It's okay.
apologize for anybody that had their hopes up.
For I don't
Pepperoni
think
calzone. It's almost the same thing. It's still pizza.
Yeah,
But I
pizza.
apologize for the error.
Okay. Real quickly, students, just a reminder, parents should have received an email yesterday about the Stop It app. If you notice, there are some posters hanging around the school. Once again, it is just a way for students to report things anonymously, saying, hey, we have a concern. It could be, this one actually happened. This one was kind of funny. My son was a senior. He started dating a freshman, and people reported that, and they thought it was, and I go, okay, well, if her parents are okay with it,
It's not an issue.
okay.
Yeah.
But it was funny. But the funny thing was all the other principals in the district got the same email, so they all looked and laughed.
They
were making fun of me. It's all good. Charlie's a good kid. But anyways, we get those things. We get kids that, hey, I think my friend is about to hurt himself. So-and-so is picking on me. So-and-so's cutting lines. So-and-so's doing all this other stuff. So the Stop It app is a nice way for you to report stuff anonymously. Just a little side note. If you do report something through the Stop It app, you may not give us enough information, so we may try to reach out to you. And because it's in the Stop It app, you should get a message in there saying, hey, we need a little bit more information. So if you do report something, be aware of the fact that you'll need to go back and check it, because we may try to message you. A couple years ago, we had a kid that said, hey, this car blew through the parking lot, da-da-da-da-da, almost hit a bunch of people. Well, okay, well, what kind of car? What color was it? Was it a Ford, Chevy, Honda, Toyota, Mazda, whatever? What was the color, So literally back and forth, it took us probably a day and a half to get down all the details of so we were able to find this car, and then we were able to address those type of things. So just keep that in mind, that, the quicker, if you do kind of need to report something, that's perfectly
It kind
acceptable.
of ties back to what we were talking about, just like respecting people, and people wouldn't have a need for the app if you were just nice to people. So no need to be disrespectful. But
we can still use that app if you say someone is a little down on the January blues, if you call them. Hey, my friend might need a little pick-me-up. Can you talk to them and make sure they're doing well? Once again, it's a great thing. It's a great way.
Always check up on your friends.
So we really didn't get a sporting update, but I do have some results from Saturday's wrestling tournament. Our kids did a phenomenal job. I may be correct, and I may say this, what I saw on the brackets, and I may be wrong, but there was a young man who never wrestled in a varsity match, was pulled up, said, hey, instead of Barberton City Schools forfeiting, they put Terrell Fletcher. Am I saying it right? Yep. Terrell Fletcher went in, and he had two of the toughest first-round draws, okay? It was very tough. He ended up winning a match, okay? And I'm telling you right now, in the Suburban League, that is tough. So if you see Terrell Fletcher, tell him good job. He did really good. He kept his spirits up. He knew he was going in, and talk to any of the wrestlers. When you get in the Suburban League, it is a war. Every match is a war. So what I do have, I think we were somewhere between 7th and 8th place. At different times during the day, I think we were up to 4th place. I'd seen we were down to 10th place, but just as matches go, they start updating points. So I think we were somewhere in the 7th, 8th spot out of 15 teams. But I got that Emmett Cunningham took 6th place. Asim Latif took 4th place. Jaquel Springer took 6th place, and Roosevelt Andrews took 2nd place. They did an awesome job. And I know there's other kids. They all did well. I watched them. I'm telling you, I think it's one of the coolest sports.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter if you're a large school, small school. Wrestling, you can have very small schools be dominant in wrestling.
It's just about the people in them, yeah.
Yep. So, and so I know I only read 1, 2, 3, 4. I mentioned 5 kids' names. Say something to all of them. They all did a great job. And it's funny because even a couple kids, I went there and watched this kid. I'm not going to mention his name, but he knew he was going up against a kid that had a full ride to Ohio State, and he went out there and he fought hard, It didn't last long, but hey, he gave it his all.
Tried.
He kept his spirits up. And you know what? There were a couple kids. I'm going to give a shout out to Angeloff and who was Cameron Vessels.
Yeah.
Rylan
Yeah.
and Cameron Vessels came out there to support his their teammates. And so we'll have sectionals in a couple weeks. And that is going to be, depending early on, will be easy, or depending on what bracket you're in. But by the end, it'll be tough. But I think the Suburban League got our kids ready for that. Enough talking about wrestling.
Good job, everybody. See everybody in the halls. Have